I think our water infrastructure is facing a lot of challenges in terms of resilience, particularly in a changing environment with climate change, but also as our populations grow and cities are under, the existing infrastructure comes under more pressure. So the obvious climate change threat is around both too much and too little water. So resilience in water infrastructure means being able to deal with floods and in some ways protect cities from floods, but also to be able to respond to water and to keep the taps flowing. Yeah, so in both the literature and in policy around resilience, there's quite a divide. So resilience is a very broad concept that comes from engineering and from ecology, but then it's also, also in psychology, but in the resilience literature you see resilience talked about in sort of engineering and infrastructure systems, and then you see it talked about in community systems, often in response, as a mechanism for responding to post-disaster response. So, and those two conversations happen quite separately, and so my research is trying to see if can we bring them together, and if we involve communities in conversations about infrastructure, and then in fact if we even go a step further and involve them in designing the infrastructure, are we then, getting a kind of mutual synergistic benefit from that? So one of the sort of key streams of work which I'm talking about today is about that issue of co-design. So if we are designing infrastructure, can we bring communities into that actual process? Is it possible to take people who don't have any prior engineering training but know a lot about their own local environment, know a lot about their local communities, their local infrastructure and its impacts, and how it operates and in fact how it doesn't? Can we bring them together with engineers, infrastructure providers, local authorities, other stakeholders to come up with local solutions that not only meet the needs for infrastructure provision and water resilience, but also create lots of co-benefits for communities, making their kind of local environments more livable, nicer places to be.